Hello, my name is Jessica and welcome to Cara. Today we're going to do a yoga practice that's going to be really soft and gentle. A really nice one to do at the end of the week if you've had a busy one, or if you're just feeling a little bit lethargic. You still want to move, but you don't want to move too much or in a manic kind of way. So all you need for this is your mat, 2 cushions if you don't have 2 blocks and a bolster. So if you have 2 blocks and a bolster, amazing. If you don't have those, then just grab 2 cushions off your couch or 2 pillows off of your bed. What we're going to do first of all is actually lie down on those cushions or the little blocks and bolster. So setting the blocks up at the back of the mat, the one closest to the very top will be on its second setting. And then just about a foot from that, we'll have the second block on its lowest setting. And then placing the bolster on top of the both of those. Now, if all you have is 2 pillows, then it's nice and simple. The 2 pillows or the 2 cushions go one atop the other. We're going to snuggle our lower back close to those cushions, and then go ahead and relax all the way down. If you can, just make sure that you slide down a little bit so that your head still has something to rest on and it's not hanging off of the end of the bolster or cushions. And then from there, just let your legs go long, externally rotating from the hip socket, feet just falling out to the side. You can turn the palms of the hands to face up. Feel your shoulders draw down into their sockets and the arms just relax. Close down the eyes. Just feel your body become heavy here. Feel supported. Take a couple of breaths, just nice natural breaths. And then begin to become aware of your surroundings. The orientation of your body on the floor here, within the room that you're in. Just feel how your body is resting in this particular space. Maybe you notice any sounds in the room or outside of the room. Become really attuned to any details that are happening here and now. And then begin to draw that awareness closer and closer to your physical body. Notice your heels on the ground. Take your awareness up the backs of your legs, towards the sit bones, the lower back. Notice the feeling of your back resting on that soft cushioning. And notice your arms as they drape alongside your body, backs of the hands touching the ground. And draw your awareness up towards the crown of your head. And then bring it to the space behind your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And out. You're going to begin to elongate the breath now If you need to move your legs in any way, or if your lower back is not feeling so good here, you can always bend the knees, plant the feet, and let the knees drop in towards one another. And then when you've adjusted yourself so that you're comfortable again, we'll begin to breathe in for the count of 3, holding for 3, and then exhaling for 3. So let's begin. Take an inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Again, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Continue now on your own. Really allowing yourself to fill the lungs with every breath in and empty fully with every breath out. We'll stay here for just a minute or two longer. The only change that I'd like you to make to your breath is to extend the count of the exhale now to 4. So inhale for 3, hold for 3, and exhale for 4. Now we're going to prepare our mind, letting it know that we're going to move the body now. So pressing down through the elbows and the forearms, tuck your chin towards your chest as you draw yourself up. Come to sit on your bum, extend your legs nice and long, and then grab that bolster or 1 or 2 of the cushions from behind you. Softly bend the knees and then bring the cushioning underneath them, or come into a forward fold. Pull the flesh from underneath your sit bones. Set yourself up here, cushion beneath the knees, so there's a soft bend in the knees and then the heels are down, legs are extended long. Take an inhale, find a nice tall spine, reach through the crown of your head. As you exhale, pull your belly in, hinge from your hips, and just melt over your legs. Allow yourself to drape here, so it doesn't really matter what this looks like. You're not trying to reach for your toes or anything. You're simply just folding and melting in half. The eyes can remain closed. As you inhale, breathe into the back of your heart. Fill up the back of your lungs. As you exhale, let gravity take over, maybe melting further down with each out-breath. You could even imagine that all the stress and worry from your day or your week is just melting off of your shoulders, down your arms and out of your fingertips, as if you're shedding that stress and that tension from your body. You can breathe in and feel your belly puff up against your thighs. And let your exhale be nice and slow and long. You may begin to pay attention to the sound of your breath. Or maybe your attention is resting on a sensation in the body. Maybe you feel as though you're creating more space in your lower back here as you fold. But just try to let your attention rest on something that is happening now. So your mind isn't dashing off to future events. It's not recalling past ones. Just allowing it to rest on a single point of focus in the present moment. Your breath, a sensation, a sound, a feeling. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. And slowly begin to make your way back up. Bring your knees in towards your chest. You can move that bolster or those cushions out of the way. And then we'll come into child's pose. So kicking the feet around, coming onto the knees. Take the knees nice and wide. If your blocks are still on your mat like mine were, just move them off as well. Knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Sink the hips all the way back as you walk the hands out in front. Now here you can come down onto the forehead and rest it. But for me, for whatever reason, it feels nicer to come down onto one temple and one cheek. And then to switch halfway through. So you can give that a go, and if you like it, then stay. I'll let you know the halfway point to change. Maybe you're maintaining those slow breaths. Inhaling for 3. Pause and maybe hold at the top of the breath. And exhaling for the count of 3 or 4. If your mind is busy and has been busy so far in this practice, that is perfectly okay and perfectly normal. Just be patient with yourself. If you have a lot going on, it can be hard to remove yourself from those thoughts, from solving problems, from worrying. To see if you can let every exhale bring you closer and closer to the present moment, because right here, right now, you're allowed to be worry-free. You're allowed to rest your mind and your body. And I think by resting the mind, it's only then when we can start to solve problems and make better decisions. So give yourself full permission, give yourself this opportunity to just relax, to shift away from the busyness of the world, and to take it easy. So take your time here as you breathe. And clench the jaw, relax through the nape of the neck and the shoulders. Take one more breath here. Exhale fully. Inhale to lift your gaze. Take your hands, walk them all the way over towards the right. Off of your mat. You might even stack that left hand on top of the right. And then sink the head and chest back down. The head might fall through the arms. And breathe here. Find a long line of energy from the left pinky finger all the way to the left hip. Breathe into the left lung, expand the left rib cage. Inhale, begin to lift. Take your hands, stay low, walk them all the way over to the other side. Again, maybe they're beside each other, or maybe the right hand stacks atop the left as you exhale and sink back through. Notice here if there's anywhere that you're gripping or holding on, you can relax, you can let go. Inhale, lift the gaze, come back through center, and now we'll come back into that child's pose again, taking the opposite temple down that you did before. Hopefully you can remember. If you had your forehead down the whole time, what you can do now is bring the hands above the head in prayer position and maybe let them drop back towards the nape of your neck. So you're getting a little bit more of a stretch through the chest and the shoulders. You can try this for a breath or two. If it doesn't feel nice, then just drop your hands back down. Child's pose is a really nice way to ground, to bring yourself back into your body if you're feeling really scattered or like you're being dragged from one place to another, or your thoughts are being dragged in one direction to another. A couple more breaths here. Again, expand through the back of the heart, the back of the lungs, the lower back. Exhale and stay. On the next inhale, lift the gaze. Let's begin to come up. We're going to finish this off with a bit of a seated meditation and just a couple of neck and shoulder stretches. So crossing the legs out in front or finding a seat that feels best for you. It might even help to place one of the cushions underneath your bum to help elevate your hips. So when you've found that seat, begin to close down the eyes. Elongate through the spine by reaching the crown of the head up as you draw the chin slightly down towards the throat. Gently close the lips, soften the jaw. Begin to breathe in and out through the nose. See if you can match the inhalation with the exhalation and make them slow, long, or at least longer than usual. And this is your meditation practice, simply watching one breath unfold after another. Notice how it feels to sit in stillness, to move a little bit more slowly. Are you meeting that with resistance? Does it feel uncomfortable because you're used to moving quickly and doing things? Or maybe you've really settled in and it's feeling quite nice. Either way, I think we can all benefit from it. Just take a couple more breaths here, maybe 3 or 4. When you're ready, bring the hands to the heart. Palms together. Just thank yourself for being here and taking the time to just slow down a little bit. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.